So let's go back to the sales app once again. Let me quickly log in into this account. And I'm hoping that everyone is done with their developer account creation, right? I'm assuming that everyone has done that. Okay. So we are back on the Salesforce sales app. There it is. Alright. So we started our discussion with the campaigns thing. Let's quickly have a recap of the campaigns that we discussed, campaign and leads. Okay. So first thing is basically if you talk about a CRM, the CRM is basically split into three broad categories. One is the marketing, second is sales, and third is customer service. Marketing, sales, and customer service. Right. So in marketing, the first thing is campaign, as we were discussing yesterday. That campaigns is the table where you will track all your marketing initiatives, all the marketing activities that your company does. Right? Campaign is an outbound marketing project that you want to plan, manage, and track within Salesforce. So any marketing project that you want to track in Salesforce. It can be a direct mail program, seminar, print advertisement, email, or other type of marketing initiative. You can organize campaigns into hierarchies for easy analysis of related marketing tactics. So what you can do is while we are talking about creating campaigns, you can also organize the campaigns into hierarchies. For example, if you're doing multiple seminars, you can have a campaign called seminar, let's say seminars 2016. And under this particular campaign, you can build more campaigns. Seminar Jan 2016. This is a child of seminar 2016. Alright. So this is how you can do multiple, you can set multiple hierarchy levels of the campaigns. Why is that important? That will help you do easy analysis of the campaigns, and you can actually, analyze a complete group of campaigns, hierarchy also. Right. So if you just want to quickly check how much revenue did I generate from seminars in the entire year 2016. So you can just go and pull a report for this campaign. Got it? Okay. The campaigns tab displays a homepage that lets you quickly locate and report on campaigns. You can also sort and filter campaigns, so that's absolutely fine, no problem with that. Come to the leads. So once you have done the campaign, once you run the campaign, the next thing that you need to track is the leads. Okay, so whenever you do a campaign, through that campaign, if you're doing a newspaper ad, or if you're doing a television ad, or if you're doing a radio ad, whatever you do, through that campaign, you expect some people to come back to your business and inquire about your product. Information about of these people, all these inquiries need to be stored in another table which is called leads. So if you see, the next one is leads. There's also something that we did in our last session. Yesterday we were talking about this. So let's say in Jan 2016 I did the seminar, okay, and I received a response from someone called from American Express. Okay, who is the sales manager there? All right, so you got a response from someone who said that they want to buy the product for the company, and you have got the details. So you should store all the details of the individual plus his company, which company belongs to, because ultimately you're going to sell it to the company, right? You're not going to sell it to this gentleman. He's just an individual. So you track all this information, and along with all the information that you get from that person, you also need to track which campaign did you get this lead from. So associate this lead to a certain campaign. I'll associate it with seminar 2000, not this one. Seminar Jan 2016, right? Yeah. So it came from January's seminar. So I've associated it with this. So that's what a lead is. So let's quickly have a look at what is a lead here. A lead is a prospect or potential opportunity. So any prospect who can buy your product, a person you met at a conference who expressed interest, or someone who filled out a form on your company's website. So it can be someone who actually called you on your phone, someone who you met in a conference, someone who came to your website and showed interest. So there are several channels through which a lead can show interest. You can enter leads manually in the leads tab. So, so in the leads tab, you have the option of entering leads, or your system administrator can help you import leads. So importing leads is something which can be done. Uh, so that's absolutely fine. We are gonna get into importing and other things a little later. Okay. So from a marketing perspective, there are two things. One is campaign, one is lead. So you do marketing activities and you get the inquiries. Now comes the sales perspective. Okay, let's come down to the sale. When you talk about selling, the first and the most important thing is an account. What's an account? Accounts are your organization's customers, competitors, prospects, and partners. Alright? So accounts are basically your customers, prospects, competitors, partners. Okay, so these are other companies which are doing business. They can be your customers, they can be the prospects, they can be competitors or partners as well sometimes. Each account stores information such as name, address, industry, revenue, and phone number. So these are the information which are stored. Sorry. Yeah. So these are all the information which are stored for a certain account. Got it? Like name, address, industry, phone, revenue, how many people work for that particular account, right? So an account is the entity with which you are doing business, correct? So like in the previous example, lead that we entered someone called an Ajit, and the company name is American Express. So entity who is buying is your account, has to be your account. Okay, like in this case, who's my customer? American Express's customer. This is just a person who is facilitating the deal. But actually, who's going to pay me? American Express is going to pay me, right? So this account can be an individual, it can be a company, depending on the kind of product or business is selling, right? So like for me, if I'm providing training to you guys, for me, you guys are accounts. So because and when I go and provide training to a company, then that company is my account. Correct? So the entity with which the, the company is doing business, who's going to pay, that is an account. You got it? Okay. So come to Salesforce. Now, this is where you can track all your accounts. Okay, as I said, you have the option of tracking accounts. click on new and track your account here. The account name, parent account number, sites, all the details of the account can be stored. Usually accounts are companies, but accounts can be individuals also. Right? Some businesses which are selling products to individuals. In that case, accounts can be individuals also. Okay. Most of the cases it is companies. So for that reason, you will see things like website, number of employees, revenue, industry, these things. All right. So that's what we have in account. Now, so in this particular example, the one that we just done here, in this example, we are assuming that American Express will be the account because we are going to do business with American Express. We are going to sell the product to American Express. But American Express, because it's a business, because it's a company, it cannot talk to me directly. Company, non-living entity, it cannot talk to me. Right? So what I need to do, I need to talk to some people in American Express who are gonna, who are gonna facilitate the deal basically, right? So those people are to be tracked under contacts. Storing company information is good, but you need to know. For example, if I tell you that go and talk to ICICI Bank, you know that okay, fine, I'll have to go and talk to ICICI Bank, but you need a person to talk to, right? One or two people you should know. You should know their name, you should know their number, maybe the email ID, or the title, where do they sit, so that you can actually go and talk, right? So the same thing happens here when you're trying to sell a product to a company. You need to know a few people in that company. You need to have information about few people. Those people information is to be stored in contacts. So contacts are the people. We just saw the contacts tab. So in that tab, we are supposed to store the contact details. What are contacts? Contacts are the people associated with your business accounts. The contacts are the people who are associated with your business accounts that you need to track in Salesforce. So these are people associated with business accounts who need to be tracked in Salesforce. For each contact, you can store various kinds of information, such as phone number, address, title, and roles and field. Okay. So every time you are trying to do, you are trying to sell something to a business, you will need to deal with some people in that company, right? If I'm trying to sell some projectors to American Express, I would need to deal with some people in that company. Where will I store the information about those people? That is to be stored in contacts. And the information that you will usually store are things like phone numbers, email addresses, titles, and stuff like that. Right? So all this information actually goes into contacts. Okay. So you know how do you add a contact? If you just click on new and then create a contact, which account the contact belongs to, that also needs to be written here. Let's say this contact is from Burlington Textile. Email ID, title, which department, what is the birth date for that contact and stuff like that. Save it. Right. So this is where the contacts are being stored. All right. Then comes the opportunities. Let's see what is an opportunity. As the name suggests, opportunity, it's basically a business opportunity. An opportunity for you to sell. So, so far we have seen that we have a table where we can store the information of the company. So for example, if I'm trying to sell something to a company, I have a tab where I can store information of the company. Then I have a tab where I can store information of the contacts of the people in the company who I'm dealing with. Where do I store the information of the opportunity that I have? That's another thing, right? That's another important thing. Where do I store the information of the opportunity? Information about the opportunity means what exactly the company is trying to buy. Try and understand this. What exactly they plan to buy, when are they planning to buy. For example, I am trying to sell projectors to American Express. Let's take the same example. I'm trying to sell projectors to American Express. So the company details will go into account, name, website, industry, revenue, number of employees, street address, billing address, shipping address, all that goes into account, right? People who I'm talking to in American Express, that information goes into the contacts. So let's say if I'm talking to a few directors and a few procurement executives, so those people are dragged in contact. But there's one more important piece of information which needs to be stored somewhere. What is that piece of information? That piece of information is what exactly the customer wants to buy when the customer wants to buy. So the information about the deal. This information is also important, right? If you come to me and tell me that, you know what, we are going to sell some projectors to American Express, I might ask you a question. How many projectors are they planning to buy? When are they planning to buy? What is the kind of quotation that you have given them? Right? That information goes into opportunity. Who is planning to buy? What they are planning to buy? When are they planning to buy? That sort of information goes into opportunity. Alright? Why opportunity is important? Because you need to keep a track of when the customer plans to buy. See, let's say there is a customer who says that I want to buy something in May. Then I should not be bothering that customer every day. I should just call him sometime in April and remind him that you told that you are gonna buy in May, right? Makes sense. Or if a customer says that I am gonna buy 100 projectors, and then there is another customer who says that I'm gonna buy 1,000 projectors. If I have some idea, if I have some information stored, while I'm talking to the customer, I will be able to I'll be able to talk to that customer or provide him the discounts or whatever other facilities based on the size or based on when actually he is planning to buy. Based on that, I can actually provide him certain solutions or certain additional features. So it's very important to store this information as well. So what's an opportunity? Opportunities are sales and pending deals. So these are basically the pending deals that you want to track. By adding opportunities, you are also building your pipeline. So when you are adding an opportunity in the system, you are actually building your pipeline. Pipeline means the future deals, basically, the ones which are in the pipeline. So your pipeline, which will contribute to your forecast. So opportunity will not only help you communicate with the customers, it will also help you do some sort of a forecast. So if I quickly ask you that, okay, fine, what do you think? How much we are going to sell in March? You can quickly look into opportunities and do a forecast and let me know that you know what we are going to sell around this volume in March because these many deals are already in the pipeline. Got it? You can also link opportunities to campaigns. Opportunity is the place where actually the money matters are being discussed. Money matters, when I say, I mean the amount part is coming into picture. Who's gonna buy, how much they are gonna buy, when they are gonna buy. So the sales deal comes into picture. Okay. Now because the sales figures are coming into picture and opportunity, it will make a lot of sense to associate your opportunity with a campaign. It will make a lot of sense to associate your opportunities with a campaign so that you can do an actual ROI, return on investment. Associating a lead with a campaign just gives you How many inquiries did you get from a campaign, right? Associating an opportunity with a campaign gives you the actual figure, how much revenue you could generate through the campaign, right? So you can also link opportunities to campaigns to help measure the ROI of your marketing programs. In addition, you can create quotes which show proposed prices for products and services coming opportunities. So opportunities also has an option of, you have an option of creating quotes in the opportunity. Can you a code that you can create and send to? Sorry. Yeah. So when you track an opportunity, okay. Before we talk about code, let me just show you how you track an opportunity. Just click on new and then just say 100. Name of an opportunity. What is the amount that you are expecting? Let's say I'm expecting 200,000. So see, this is where the amount has come into picture. By when the customer plans to buy, that can be tracked here. The customer says, I want to buy in May. Okay, so I say 15th of May around this time. What is the stage? Okay, so an opportunity is a deal or it's a transaction, right? So this will have a life. It will start and it will end. We start opening of the opportunity and closing of the opportunity. Okay. Other data that we talked about, like account and contact, does not have a link. It's static data, but this is going to be opportunity is a dynamic data. Stage will keep on changing. Today you talk to the customer says, okay, I am considering your product. Tomorrow you talk, customer says, I'm interested. The next day he says, okay, show me a demonstration. The next day you call the customer, he says, give me a quotation. The next day you call, he says that we are finally reviewing it. The next day they say we are ready to negotiate on the price, and then they buy. Correct. So it is a complete process. So this opportunity is not just one static record. It keeps on changing. So that is the reason why there is a field called stage. So gradually you keep on updating the stages also. Okay. And finally, your opportunity will either be won or it will be lost. Either you win the opportunity or you lose the opportunity. And then you lose save. Okay, so $200,000 opportunity. Closed one means you have got the opportunity. Closed lost means you have lost the opportunity. Someone else got that opportunity. Okay, you did not. Someone else means your competitor. All right. So there are three small things here. If you look into this, there are three parts of information in terms of sales. One is the company information which goes into account. One is the individual's information which goes into contacts, and one is the deal of information, the pending deal information which goes into opportunity. One which goes into account, the second goes into contact, third goes into opportunity. Right? Now, when you do marketing, you receive leads. That's what we have seen here. You receive leads when you do marketing, right? So in most of the cases, what will happen? This flow chart will be like this. You do campaign, First thing that you are going to do is a marketing campaign. From marketing campaign, you will receive lead or leads, whatever, which is just one lead. Okay. And then from lead, usually your sales person will call that lead, or get in touch with that lead and try to figure out if they are really interested. So lead is the first initial information. Now your sales team needs to contact the lead and figure out whether they are really interested in buying the product or not. Makes sense, right? So if you just came to my website, for example, you guys also somehow came to my website and started inquiring. So someone from my team got in touch with you and tried to figure out. There are a lot of people who come on website and then they put information. And then when the sales team tries to contact them, they say, no, we were just browsing and all that stuff, right? So when a lead you receive, that lead is always not a confirmed lead, or it's not an authenticated lead always. Sometimes people put wrong information or something like that. So all the leads are not going to become your accounts, right? All the leads will not convert into customers. Okay. So first thing, the sales team is going to validate the lead, talk to the lead, see if they are really interested, and if the lead seems to be interested in buying the product, moving ahead, then we convert a lead. Okay. This lead then is converted into an account, a contact, and an opportunity. Okay. So then the lead gets converted. How do we do that? In Salesforce, we have an automatic system of converting the lead. So assume this situation. Here we have this gentleman called Ajit, and he's from American Express, right? Now, this is a lead. My sales rep will call him back. Will ask him, "Are you guys looking to buy projectors or whatever we are selling?" This person says, "Yes, we are." He shows interest. Then what do I need to do? I need to create an account for American Express. I need to create a contact for Mr. Ajit Verma. That's what we are going to do, right? And we need to also take some opportunity related info from this guy over the phone and fill it in the opportunity. That's what needs to be done, right? So instead of doing each of these activities manually, all that you have to do is you just have to click on convert button. Click on convert. That's it. Convert lead. Now this convert lead button will convert the lead into an account, contact, and opportunity. Leads can be converted to account, contact, opportunities, and follow-up tasks. Okay. You should only convert a lead once you have identified it as qualified. So that's what I was saying. So once the sales rep identifies that this lead is qualified, the lead sounds to be genuine, then converting it makes sense, right? Till that time, the lead should stay in the lead state. So just go and click on convert. Which account? It should be American Express. So So it now this has created an account called American Express. Under this account, there is a contact called Chit Parmar. Under this, there is an opportunity which is also not created. Okay, so you have the option of putting more details into this opportunity. You can add more details into this opportunity. All right. So let me know if anyone has any questions so far. So from campaigns to leads to accounts, contacts, and opportunities. Let me know if anyone has a question. Okay. The other important table is products. Products, what is product? Product is the table where you will store all your products that you're selling. Any company sells different types of products, right? Multiple products they will have, and they will have, what do you call it, different services that they provide, or different products that they are selling, and they might need to track the pricing of the products that they are selling and all. So these products are to be stored in the product segment. Products are individual items that you sell on your opportunities and quotes. You can create a product and associate it with a price in a price book. What is this price book concept? See, companies have products. For example, I am selling laptops and I have five different models of laptops. Now try and understand this. If I have five different models of laptops, do you think I work with the same price throughout the year? Just consider any place where you go to, buy products, some online shopping you do, or you go to a certain outlet. You just, try and think about it. Do you think the price is static throughout the year in all situations? No. Most of the companies don't work with one single price. They have multiple prices, right? There can be a Diwali special price, then there can be some bulk price, then there can be a certain off-season sale price. So multiple pricings are there, right? So usually what happens for companies, they have multiple price books, ideally. So for every product, we have a requirement of tracking multiple prices. So if the customer is buying more than 10 numbers, then this is the price which is applicable for the customer. If the customer is buying in the month of December, then this is the price which is applicable. If the customer belongs to a non-profit, then this is the price which is applicable. Correct? So all those prices need to be tracked. So all these prices are to be tracked in the price books. So one company can have multiple price books. Each price book will have list of price for all the products. Got it? So it's more like this. Again, I want you to understand the concept more than how it will be done and how it will be stored, because that's going to be the easy part, but it's important for you to understand the concept. So let's say I have five products. uh, product one, two, three, these are the five models that I am selling. This is, okay, let me put it this way. See, let's say this is my line of products. Okay, I sell laptops with five models. Model A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now, as I said, I cannot have one single price for all the five models. Model A will have different prices. Let's say I have multiple pricing schemes. I have a non-profit price, price for non-profit orders. Then I have this one. Let's say year-end price. Then I have off-season price. You can have different pricing schemes. That can depend on the territory or the country also. Let's say I have Australia price, and then I have a Canada price. I might want to sell my product at different prices in different countries also, right? So reason can be anything. Now, if these are the five different pricing schemes that you have, then what you can do is you can have five price books for each pricing scheme. Okay, so ideally, this non-profit price book will have the pricing for all these products. Let's say it's 200. Okay, so these are the pricing for non-profits. The same way you can have the off-season pricing, and it can be different. Let's say it's 180, 85, 270. Correct. So these are the price books. So you will have a list of products, and then you will have. There's nothing called pricing schemes. This is what I just put in for you to make for you to understand things, just to make you understand. But the price books will be there, and under each price book you will have the price of every product listed. Okay, makes sense? That is right. So whenever you are trying to sell a product, you just have to decide which price book is applicable. If it's a non-profit organization, this should be available. If the customer is buying an off-season, then this price book will be applicable. That's how it is. Okay. So this is where our products are. Let me show how you actually add the products and the pricing thing. This is where the products are. You can create a new product. Let's say my laptop model A, and then whatever code. It's an active product, which means it's still selling. Okay. Now you can save the product, or you can save and add price. Okay. So there's a standard price that you set for the product. Let's say $120. Save. Okay. Now that's the standard price, $120. Now you can add the price of this model into different price books. If you see add to price book, see there are multiple price books which are available here. Bulk pricing, non-profit pricing, standard pricing is the one that we have already done. So you might want to add the price of this model into these price books for non-profit and for bulk. So select for bulk, the price is going to be more than 10 units, price is 90. For non-profit, the price of the same product is going to be, let's say, 115. Okay, so do you see the multiple pricings of the same product? So that's how it works. Got it? Let me know if there's any difficulty understanding the price book concept in the product. If you just want to go and create a new price book, you should just click on this all tabs, go to the price books tab, and then you can click on new to create a new price book for yourself. Right. So based on your requirement, you can create as many price books as you want, as your company requires.
And
All
what
right.
is the business use or the business scenario around this price book thing? I mean, like, it is fine, like, a particular product can have multiple prices on the base of location or some other thing. But
Mhm.
in practical scenario, how will use multiple price books and how will fetch the data from here, like in a practical scenario?
Okay. That's a good question, but we will come to a position where we will add the product to the opportunity. That is when you will understand how the price book is being used. So just let's hold on for some time. Okay, how it is being used,
Yeah,
that's what you try to understand, you're trying to understand, right? Concept wise we
yeah,
are okay, we understand
yeah,
what the concept
yeah,
is. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, how to use it in CRM, that's something when you add a product to opportunity, that's where it will come. Okay. I'll just come to that. All right. So we have understood products and price books also. So quickly talking about the price book once again. A price book contains products and their associated prices. So it will basically have the list of products and the prices. Each product with its associated price is referred to as a price book entry. So each entry of a product in a price book is referred to as a price book entry. So that's the terminology. You can use the standard price book or create custom price books. As we just saw, we are able to create our own custom price books also. The standard price book is automatically generated to contain a master list of all products and standard prices. So any company which feels that no, I'm pretty happy with one single price for a product. I don't need to track multiple prices. They are okay to use the standard price book. You don't even need another price book because you just need one pricing scheme. For companies which require multiple price books and they have different pricings for the same product, those companies need to build on the custom price books. Okay. The standard price book is automatically generated to contain a master list of all products and standard prices, regardless of the customer price books that also contain. So, regardless of what you put in the custom price book, your standard price book will automatically contain a list of all the products. So, standard price book should have all the products and their prices. Okay, fine. So that's what we are going to cover